Diaz getting caught on the inside. Final 10 seconds of round number 10.
Two very impressive rounds by Manny.
How do you feel?
Good.
Okay, why are you jabbing?
I don't know.
Jay, you're making a hard piece up here. Line up.
Jim, he's cut up here, Jim. In the head. It's up here.
You want to use that double jab?
A little bit here on his nose.
Hey, I want you in that crouch. Don't take them shit. You gotta bob and weave.
All right.
All right, let's take a look. There was a good punch by Diaz that actually backed Manny off slightly. You see it was half fist, half elbow with the left hand. And the second half, Manny just takes over.
Pacquiao comes right back with superior speed and timing. A jab, straight left, followed by another jab.
Well, the champion probably finds himself in a hole after the first couple of rounds here. And Manny Pacquiao, superior speed and landing the more effective punches, but Diaz was never going to outstyle him anyway.
Yeah, but you know, the damage is being done earlier than I expected. He's already cut in two places that I can see.
He's slicing him up.
We're seeing signs of the improved Manny Pacquiao. We're seeing that right hook. He's leading with it. A lot more in the way of head and upper body movement from Manny Pacquiao. Not as easy to hit as he once was.
He keeps his very torrid pace in the ring, and that's why people love him. That left hand hurt, guys.
You know what Diaz is doing now? He's standing right in front of Manny. He's not coming forward, but Manny's not allowing him because of the footwork.
That's correct. I mean, Diaz's fight is to get on top of this guy, smother him, overwhelm him just with activity, and he can't really do that because he's getting hit with everything.
Diaz wants to force the other guy back on his heels, but it's hard to do that when the guy's circling you.
Yeah, you know, I think the thing that surprises me so far in the first 7 minutes or so that we've seen here is how comfortable Manny is at the weight.
He looks very good. He looks so relaxed in there.
He's just unbelievable.
But you know what? Diaz is unable to impose himself physically on Manny, so what does he have to be stressed out about?
I agree. So far, anyway.
Well, one punch can change it as usual, but...
Well, one thing we know about Diaz, though, guys, he does not give up. And we saw that against Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz, the younger, bigger, stronger fighter, wasn't just outworking it and outtraining him. He was beating the crap out of him for 9 rounds.
Absolutely.
Diaz never stopped coming forward.
Is he cut under the eye now?
I think he's cut
There's
under the
more blood
eye
on his
and
face.
on the bridge. He's
It may be coming from the bridge of the nose.
Well, the hand speed is what's ripping him
Yes.
up. That's what's just ripping his skin up because Manny's hand speed is so impressive. And Manny's doing a great job
breaking him.
Of just breaking him down.
His jab is really in effect in this round, and a lot of fighters find it hard to jab against a southpaw. One of the questions coming in here is, you know, how many notable southpaws did Manny Pacquiao face? Well, really nobody, but he's doing a good job against Diaz.
Diaz has got a long way to go in this fight with that face turning redder and redder.
Doug, I just want to add something to that. I mean, you know, southpaws see other southpaws as rarely as right-handed fighters see them. You know, it's a rarity to them, too.
Yeah, they have trouble with southpaws as well. Diaz, however, will never be mistaken for Pernell Whitaker. He's not one of those southpaw cubes.
Another lightning fast round. Diaz trying to come on in the end there. If he does it, he's going to have to do it with determination.
So Manny hasn't sat down there.
Unite.
All right, sit down.
Okay, good. Okay, Brad.
Fourth round coming up, number 4.
Okay. Deep breath. Keep your arms down. Good.
Ashley? Yes, sir. Okay, Manny, nice.
And take a look at round 3 here, and it's all Pacquiao. You see that he's just quicker, not only offensively, but defensively, Doug.
And he makes Diaz miss, and then he makes him pay. There's a sort of an up jab followed with a left cross, and then he gets that sneaky right hook in there. He can punch on the fly. He can punch coming forward.
And you don't see that Diaz is a beat behind on every single exchange.
And the point is he's just missing so badly.
Because he's behind. He's like behind the fastball.
Round 4. Champion Diaz with the white gloves. The challenger Pacquiao with the red gloves. Pacquiao tried to make Philippine history. First Filipino to ever win a lightweight world title.
Now, before we write David Diaz out of this fight, let's remember a couple of things. We've already mentioned that Diaz has a tendency, and he's bleeding badly now over the right eye, to get stronger as the fight goes on. The other thing is Manny faded somewhat against Marquez late in the fight.
Two very good points, but that right hand, that nose is getting...
That was a better point.
Yeah, that was
That was a big straight left from Manny Pacquiao landed on to David.
Now, David's stepping up the intensity. Now they're going to take a look at the eye now. Vic Dracula, please don't stop another fight. Vic's just doing his job.
If they stop this one, there won't be any, discussion.
Well, there won't be any, the building won't be left standing.
No, but if they stop it, it'll be a TKO.
And it's amazing. Well, we saw how swollen Diaz's eye got in it. Oh my goodness, he's just
right hand.
Diaz might be wobbled a little bit with that big left hand.
Yeah.
He definitely took a step back. He's got to let his hands go. Can't just cover up in there.
It is a dominating performance by Manny Pacquiao. The full package, folks. Up to this point in the fight, if you want to see what it takes to have a complete package as a professional boxer, you're watching it.
He's looking like the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, right now.
You know what? Floyd Mayweather walked through the door. He left it open for Manny, and I got to say, Manny has really done his part to step through the door.
The great thing about Pacquiao, he's got all the talent and skill in the world, but he's an aggressive fighter.
Absolutely.
He's exciting to watch, which you couldn't say about Mayweather all the time.
No, you're right. He's not a safety-first guy at all. Diaz is just a mess.
They're going to get worse. But the footwork. Oh, that left. And David says it. Anytime a fighter shakes it off, it means it hurt, man.
There's no doubt that hurt.
That almost sounded like the jaw crack from over here, guys.
I think David, whenever he gets anywhere near close, he needs to put those punches to the body. He's having such a hard time hitting the head of Manny Pacquiao. And whenever he misses, he gets countered so bad.
His only chance, Doug, I think, it lies in his tenacity. Just to make the fight so grueling for Manny.
Yeah. Do just what he's doing now.
Right.
Get in, rush him, and work the body on the inside. Mug Manny Pacquiao if you can.
Which, by the way, is how he beat Santa Cruz. Certainly outgained, not outgained, but outspeeded in that fight as well. His tenacity kept him in it.
Once you get him close, you got to get your head under his chest and keep moving forward.
Yeah, I do go punch.
You've got to get your head under his chest and keep moving forward. The last 30 seconds you did that, you won't get hit half as much then. But you're standing up too straight. He's getting tired, I know. Right. He's getting a little tired. And if you stay in his chest.
All right, well, guess who? Here comes Manny. Boy, had lead right hook. And you know what? Diaz could hardly even make a move to stop it from coming.
There's another angle with it, and it hurt Diaz. It wobbled his body and made him take a step back. And there's a left cross doing equal damage on the right side of Diaz's face.
Diaz is actually starting to flinch now, which tells you that, you know, the so-called man is hurting him.
Round 5 as David Diaz's white trunks are slowly turning crimson. And what rips your face up like that, folks, is speed and leather. He is cut in 3 places, left eye badly bruised. Of course, we saw the bruising that he suffered against Morales when he fought with one eye. But his hope right now, as Wally said, is just tenacity.
You know, let me just say this, and I don't in any way mean to, you know, compare David Diaz favorably to a Rocky Marciano, but if you've seen films of Marciano against Archie Moore, against Edwin Charles, this is the same fight.
Yep.
Joe Walcott. Yep. You know, sometimes the guy that just will not quit is the guy who wins.
Oh, he just caught a right hand on the chin.
but during the golden age of boxing in the 50s, they would let a guy fight a lot longer.
That's true.
Particularly if it was The Rock. I mean, his nose was split in half against
Absolutely
Charles.
right.
They let that fight continue. I don't know if that would be the case with David Diaz.
Does that mean we've gotten more civilized or more squeamish over the years?
Squeamish. We're not civilized.
They're not fighting 15-rounders either. Round 5. That was not as that was. That one was.
And that was a premature celebration upstairs.
Yeah, but the last 3 punches were hard punches. Wow.
You know, these are good, accurate, quality punches from Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, look
he's
at the
not going
blood.
all out. I mean, the way he's punching, he can keep his pace up for 12 rounds.
Because he's fighting at his own pace. You know what? Diaz is not making him do anything he doesn't want to do.
But if you remember Manny Pacquiao from 4 or 5 years ago, it was like he was double parked. I mean, he was in a rush. He was in a hurry.
Yes.
He was just going crazy in there. Much more poised now.
That's years and years of seasoning.
They're going to really have to take a look at the blood damage because unless they got a pint standing by in the corner, this could get bad.
I agree. I don't see how much longer this can go.
I really don't. Because they're going to have to take a look at it. He's just getting chopped to pieces. I mean, this is... I know it's almost silly to say, but with the hand speed and the way he's moving, it's almost Ali-like to me, guys.
I don't think Ali ever hit like this.
No.
This is the Thriller from Manila.
Yeah, there you go. Look at the blood.
You know. This is target practice right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Vic Draculich is looking in, the referee, to see what the damage is being done to David Diaz's eye. He is going to insist. This is a beatdown, guys.
This wouldn't be a bad time to stop.
I expected Diaz's face to look like this, but like in the 9th or 10th round, not in the 5th round.
No, he's on the accelerated program right now. You know he'll never let the corner stop it, but they should.
Yeah, they're getting close to stop.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
You're doing better that round, but you're not staying low enough. And when you're in, you're not punching up. You're punching around, hitting the arms and the elbows, right?
Right.
Nail this way a little bit. Where you need. So, stay lower.
All right, again, all Manny in round number 4. You see, every so often, Diaz will finish off a combination with a shot, but there's just nothing on it because he's being knocked backwards by Manny's punches.
And Manny's not a stationary target either, so it takes some of the sting out of Diaz's punches.
Go! Go!
They weren't quite finished with the patchwork. Going to round 6, scheduled for 12. Dominating performance by Manny Pacquiao against the world champion David Diaz from Chicago.
I would say Pacquiao is fighting the perfect fight against David Diaz.
Yeah, he really is fighting fabulously, and I'll tell you what, they have no chance of stopping that punch.
Freddie Roach told me at his camp a couple of weeks ago that it was very close to Manny going back to the Philippines. Nobody wanted him. And they came, and he was in New York, and he made his way west through Vegas and wound up at the Wild Card Gym. They went in. Freddie worked with the pads. They said, Freddie, you're the guy. He was going to make one more stop in San Francisco, then go back to Manila. We wouldn't have this story.
Nobody wanted him. Now he's signed with like 6 different promoters, right?
Right.
He has been.
At the same time, of course. Round 6.
There's that cut again. There's just no stopping it.
No, it's this deep.
But on the bright side, he is running down the side of his face and not into his eyes.
Well, he's not going to stop.
No.
He doesn't sound deterred at all in between rounds. Neither does his trainer, Jim Strickland.
They seem like they expected this.
Yeah.
See, the one thing I don't think they did expect, though, is that they're not slowing this guy down. They're not firing him.
They're not putting in the work to really come on in the late rounds.
Yeah.
You got to do something to stress Manny out, wear him down a little bit to the body, and Diaz is just not able to mount a sustained attack because of punches like that.
Yeah, he can't. He just cannot get past him. I've always said fighters do things for a reason and they don't do things for a reason. If David Diaz is not doing what he needs to do, there's a reason.